Hey everyone, welcome back to Lasket Real Estate Services and episode 3 of our 7-part series for first-time homebuyers. If you've been following along, you've already learned how to prepare your finances and hunt for the perfect home. Now, we're moving on to the next crucial step in the process, making an offer and negotiating. In today's episode, I'll walk you through everything that you need to know about crafting a competitive offer, understanding contingencies, navigating negotiations, and how to handle multiple offer situations or bidding wars. Plus, we'll address some hot topics like dealing with low inventory and buyer's remorse. So, if you found your dream home, but you're unsure how to lock it down, stick with me. We've got a lot to cover. The offer process is one of the most exciting and nerve-wracking parts of buying a home. It's your official way of saying, I want this house and I'm serious about it. But making a strong, well thought out offer can set you apart from the competition. Let's break down the key components of an offer. The offer price. This is the amount you're willing to pay for the home. In competitive markets, it's common to offer the listing price or even higher if there's a bidding war. Work closely with your real estate agent to determine a fair price based on the home's market value. Earnest money. This is a deposit that shows the seller you're serious. Typically, earnest money is 1 to 3% of the home's purchase price, but it can vary. If the deal goes through, this money goes towards your down payment. If it doesn't, you may get it back depending on the contingencies that we'll talk about soon. Contingencies. These are conditions that must be met for the sale to go through. Common contingencies include financing, appraisal, and home inspection. They protect you, but in hot markets, buyers are sometimes waiving certain contingencies to make their offers more attractive. We'll talk more about the risks of doing that later in this video. Now, if you're in a seller's market where demand exceeds supply, making a competitive offer is key to getting your offer accepted. Here's how to make your offer stand out. Get pre-approved for a mortgage. This shows the seller you're financially ready and can close quickly. Being pre-approved gives you leverage over buyers who haven't secured financing. Offer a high earnest money deposit. This signals that you're committed. A larger earnest money deposit can give the seller confidence that you won't back out. Be flexible with closing dates. Sometimes accommodating the seller's timeline is more important than offering more money. If the seller needs more time to move out or needs a quick closing, being flexible can give you an edge. Limit contingencies. Sellers love clean offers, meaning fewer contingencies. If you're confident in the home, consider waiving the inspection or appraisal contingency, but only if you've done your due diligence and are prepared for the risks. Let's dive deeper into contingencies. They are safeguards that protect you, the buyer, and allow you to walk away from the deal if certain conditions are not met. While they're important in a competitive market, many buyers are waiving some of these contingencies to make their offers more attractive. But you need to be aware of the potential risks involved. Financing contingency. This allows you to back out if your mortgage isn't approved. Unless you're paying in cash, I don't recommend waiving this one. It's your safety net in case something goes wrong with your loan. Appraisal contingency. Now, this protects you in case the home's appraised value comes in lower than your offer. Waiving this can be risky because if the appraisal comes in low, you'll have to cover the difference out of pocket. If you have the extra cash and feel the home is worth it, this is a possible waiver. Inspection contingency. This gives you the right to have the home inspected before closing. If major issues come up, you can either renegotiate with the seller or back out altogether. Some buyers waive this in hot markets, but I strongly recommend at least getting a pre-inspection before doing so. The risk of skipping an inspection could lead to expensive surprises later. Once you've submitted your offer, the negotiation process begins. Don't be surprised if the seller counters with a higher price or asks you to adjust certain terms. This is where your agent comes in to help guide you through the back and forth. Here are a few key tips for negotiating. Stay calm. Negotiating can be stressful, but try not to get emotionally attached. Focus on the facts and the numbers. Be willing to compromise. Maybe the seller wants to keep certain appliances or needs more time to move out. Small compromises can go a long way in getting your offer accepted. Use the inspection to your advantage. If the inspection reveals issues, you can ask the seller to fix them or reduce the price. This is often a good opportunity to negotiate some cost savings while still getting the home that you love. In today's market, bidding wars and multiple offers are very common, especially in high demand areas. If you're caught in one, here are some strategies to stay competitive. Escalation clauses. This is when you agree to automatically increase your offer if another buyer bids higher. For example, you might say, I'll offer $5,000 more than the highest bid, up to $400,000. This can help you win without overpaying. Waiving contingencies. As we mentioned earlier, in bidding wars, some buyers will waive contingencies like inspections or appraisals to strengthen their offer. This can be risky, but it's a strategy that's gaining popularity in today's competitive market. Be sure to weigh the risks before deciding. Write a personal letter. Believe it or not, a heartfelt letter to the seller can make a difference. Share why you love the home and how you envision your future there. Sellers often have emotional connections to their homes. And if your offer is close to someone else's, a personal touch could tip the scales in your favor. One trending concern we're seeing a lot of right now is buyer's remorse. In a fast-paced, competitive market, buyers sometimes rush into decisions, only to regret it later. Here's how to avoid that. Don't skip the basics. Even if you're under pressure to act quickly, don't skip the essential steps like reviewing your budget, considering the home's condition, or thoroughly researching the neighborhood. Take a deep breath and evaluate the long-term implications of your decision. Set boundaries for yourself. Know your limits, whether it's your budget, your must-haves, or the compromises you're willing to make. Stick to your plan and don't let the heat of the moment sway you into a decision that you'll regret. Trust your gut. At the end of the day, buying a home is a huge decision, so it's okay to walk away if something doesn't feel right. There will always be more homes. Once you've negotiated the offer, agreed on the terms, and the seller has accepted, congratulations, you're well on your way to becoming a homeowner. Now, it's just a matter of finalizing the loan, completing the inspection, and waiting for the closing date. The offer and negotiation process can be overwhelming, but with the right preparation and guidance, you can navigate it successfully and come out with a great deal on your new home. I hope this episode gave you the confidence and knowledge to tackle your home buying journey. If you enjoyed this content and found it helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next episode, where we'll cover the final steps. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, please be sure to pass it on. Have a terrific day, be blessed, and remember, a single smile is infectious. It can spread joy and cover a mile.